Let's get into this game. Nope, got to do it right. There we go. All right, headed back to Northern Waters. The INGEN Corporation, my boys, have been looking real good today. Coming into this at a 1-1 record, having lost to Flambas and beaten the Sailing Robins team, now up against UOCAT's team. Here we go again. Schlieffen, fronted by Des Moines, Minotaur, Hindenburg, and Napoli. Gearing and Daring is my lineup. We saw them play this map in the first series of the day, so we have a pretty good idea of how they're going to deploy these ships. We know the Schlieffen is very likely to head over towards the A-cap. From the south, opposing them, UOCAT's boys. Who doesn't like, or what is it? Who loves cats? Who loves cats is the name of his team. Looking at Ohio, Des Moines, Napoli, double Moskva, and double Ragnar. Lots of radar, and those Ragnars are just so irritating to get off the board. Now, you can already tell by the early deployments, UOCAT's team going to head over towards C. Very heavy, pushing 5 ships in that direction, whereas we're going for a 4-3 split. Des Moines, Minotaur, Daring, Schlieffen headed to A. Napoli, Hindenburg, Gearing headed to B. So already you can see, and I mentioned this in the game with Flambas, right? When we talked about Flambas, we were talking about how most teams will play a heavy A strategy, but it's not that uncommon. You do see teams go for the 7-8-9 line push strategy, and we're seeing that here out of UOCAT's team going real heavy over here. So I suspect what we're going to see is early on, we're going to see the Moskva and the Ragnar try to hold our guys out of A. Eventually, they'll find a way in. Might even be able to beat up the Ragnar. Hopefully, maybe kill him. We're not going to get that lucky, probably because Ragnars are tough targets. But we'll see. I suspect our guys will pick up A, and then they'll leave the Des Moines and the Daring and the Schlieffen possibly here. I don't know. They might rotate the Schlieffen back to mid, but I can almost guarantee you that Ocean Man's Minotaur will be the flex ship, and he will rotate out of here once they have A, because we saw them do that last game on North, and it worked out really well for them. It's weird. It's weird solo casting stuff. I don't like it as much. I miss having the banter. I miss being able to take a breath and a break every now and then. I remember, what was the last time I solo casted something? It was probably Anchors Away Anaheim. The last time I remember doing it for sure. That was an irritating experience. Ocean Man's Minotaur are going to work the top end of the cap. Okay, they're both swinging with it to win. Jelly looked like he might have been looking for a play down the 4 line, but no, he's swinging in here as well. Ragnar trying to reverse in. Everybody playing very cautious at A, as both B and C have fallen into everyone's respective hands now. Let's have a look at it from my guys. I want to see, what can they see? They know where the Ohio is. He's taking cross shots at Ocean Man. Not going to get anything out of those. 22 kilometers is that shot. Moskva gets a little bit of hit and a fire. Going to let that fire burn because he's going to keep shooting. He doesn't particularly care. Daring trying to reverse in. I'm sure that once he lands there, that will spark the Ragnar radar, which should cover this cap quite nicely. Do they know the Des Moines is there? Don't believe that they do just yet. Here comes the Schlieffen salvo in on the Moskva. Yep, there we go. Ragnar radar is up. They're going to push the Daring off the cap. As now Ajuma's Gearing is also radared over here on the 8 line, as here comes all the shells and the big push. Ajuma firing AP into the Ragnar's broadside, knowing his HE will not pen, but unfortunately he's taking a ton of damage in return from the Ragnar's nasty shells. Here comes some Napoli shells. He's got the smoke, waiting out the radar. There comes the smoke. He manages to hang on about half HP, but with 4 ships cramming up the 8-9 line, it's going to be a tough haul. We're going to have to rotate somebody back very quickly. The good news is, for our team at least, the Daring looks like he has managed to survive the radar. The Moskva radar does not pick him up. He's too far north. He's out of range, so we are going to be able to pick up A here, and they'll be able to rotate Ocean Man. Oh, they get the Gearing. Oh, that shouldn't have happened. Yep. Moskva radar, Des Moines radar, something picked him up. He must, I don't know that he slowed down, but it was enough. Double radar, triple radar, really, able to assassinate this destroyer and take him out the board. So we're all down a ship already. We're not going to be able to slow down this push at all. This is going to devolve into a really weird fight very quickly here. You can see it because we're not going to be able to hold these guys out of B. In another 2 or 3 minutes, they'll be into that cap. It's simply a question of what we can what we can kill on the way, as these guys are just going to kite us. We're going to have to start rotating some ships back to try and hold this off. You can go ahead and wrap up that giveaway whenever you want, 4BF. I was only planning on it to run in between games. If we win this match, we'll have some more codes to give away. So here's hoping. Let's have a look at what we can see. We've lost sight of the Ohio. All we can see right now, the two Moskvas. There's the Ohio coming lit again. Ocean Man just farming damage off of him for free as he crosses the middle of the map here, basically. Using islands as great cover as the Ohio continues to move up. We need all the advantages we can get here because we're down a ship already. Triple radar just absolutely wiping out our poor gearing over on the 8 line. Put everybody back up here for a bit. Good hits on the Ragnar there as he's lit. Not sure how he's lit. He shouldn't be. Oh no, his radar is up. I apologize. I saw it. I'm looking at his radar emblem going, how is he lit? Looks like he got a shot off. I feel like Peyton Schlieffen is kind of wasted over here now. I really wish they'd maybe try to rotate him back to the middle of the map. They're bringing back the Minotaur and the Des Moines. Minotaur radar is up, hoping to sniff out Ship Shady's Ragnar here. They will finally catch a sniff of him in just a minute. But it's not going to come in time for the cap. Ship Shady is going to pick up the B cap. That's going to allow the Eurocats team here on about a 50, 60 point lead here. 6.5 minutes gone to start building that lead. Ocean Man catching a glimpse of Shady, getting into a gunfight with him. Bit of a risk there for the Ragnar. Ocean turning around, dodging most of the AP. Taking some full pins, but you kind of expect that. If you're a Minotaur. Look, if you've played enough Minotaur, you expect full pins. It's totally how it works. Another Moskva salvo coming in. He flips his rudder back. Again, taking some full pins, but nothing catastrophic. Switching his fire to the Ohio now, looking to farm more damage. 4 opposing ships now clustered into this little area in between the B and the C cap. I'm sure he's calling for focus fire on the Ohio. Yep, Hindenburg. Yep, Hindenburg plane going up now. That's Admiral Austin. Ohio still taking pot shots at Ocean Man, but the Ohio is the pick here. If they can get him off the board by some miracle as he's healing, it would be a big kill for my boys that are down a ship and down 110 points here. They definitely need to get this kill, convert this kill if they can find a way. He puts out the fire. Is he dark? Can they see the Ohio? They can still see the Ohio. Need to get another fire here. Hindenburg salvo not landing. More Des Moines salvos coming in. Napoli HE shells looking for a fire. All overshots there. More Ohio shells going out on Ocean Man. Big rumble here on the 8-9 line. Like, our guys realizing that this kill on the Ohio is a big one. They're going to lose in 3 minutes if they don't pick up a kill or do something.
The enemy is about to win.
Let's put everybody back up. I want to see where the other Ragnar is. Right now, Eurocats team doing exactly what they need to do. They got into B. They're holding B. They're keeping my guys out of C. It's on us to get a kill, and right now I just don't know where it's going to come from. Our Schlieffen is now in... Wow, he's down here on the H line chasing this Moskva. Ragnar off to his port side, but he can't spot him. Peyton now going to rotate back north, presumably pushing to the middle of the board. Hope if he'll move up, he could probably push this Des Moines out. The Des Moines a little pinned right now. Oh, Dankfish got low. Probably took some Ohio shells. Needs to go dark here. Hasn't found a way to do it just yet. We can't afford to lose a ship here. We're down to only 2 minutes on the timer. Come on, Dankfish. Live for me, buddy. He does. He goes dark finally. Let's see if any of these last-minute shells will catch him. Turns his engines back on. No. Woo! Dicey, but he does manage. And now he pops the heel. 90 seconds now. We got to make a play. Schlieffen's starting to get low as well. We're not trading. We're down 100,000 HP. Schlieffen's secondary's doing good work on the Moskva here. They've got some low ships, but nothing we can convert to a kill very quickly here. Getting down to 70 seconds on the timer. UOCAT's team about to tick up over 900 points. When that happens, that's bad. Like, we can't afford to lose anything at that point. Can they see the Ohio? They can. They can see the Ohio. They need to get some more shells on that guy. They need to keep pushing. Need to keep punishing him. And he's dark now. Fire Chicken's Des Moines is rotated back where he's bow onto the Schlieffen. The Ragnar's got a great position in the middle of the board. Des Moines radar going up, trying to find the Ragnar, not coming up with anything as Ohio gets off another heal. Not looking good for my guys. 30 seconds. They've got to get a kill or get into a cap. I don't know where it's going to come from. They just don't have the time. They weren't ready to receive this push, and it shows. I feel like Peyton's Schlieffen should have literally just left. Should have just... earlier he was here, right? He got to this point, and it was obvious what was happening. I almost feel like he should have pushed right out here in the middle of the board. If you put the Schlieffen right here, you really start to put some pressure on these guys. But by going all the way down to the H-line and then coming back, they gave them all the time they needed. And unfortunately, we're going to drop game one here in this match. UOCAT's team plays a great strategy with a hard push up the 8-line. Only one casualty in this game. All about cap control, as Who Loves Cats goes up 1-0 in this best of 3 series.